Honourable members, welcome to the Assembly this morning, being the Tuesday, 6th December 2022, and being the first sitting clerk.
Number 1, administration of oath.
Next order.
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Next order.
Order number 3, messages.
Next order.
Order number 4, petitions.
Next order.
Order number 5, paper.
Thank you, honourable members. In order number 5, we have a paper that was supposed to be brought from the House by the report committee. That's a report of Select Committee on County Public Accounts and Investment, on the report of the Auditor General, on the fiscal statement and reports of Mail, Water and Sewerage Services, that is MEWAS, the Registered Trustees for the year ended 30th June 2022. And this one is supposed to be read by Honorable John Kidenje-Daiba, Chairperson, Select Committee on County Public Accounts and Investments. Honorable Kidenje.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is John Kidenje-Daiba, representing the great people of Commonwealth and also the Chairperson, Select Committee on Public Accounts and Investment. Mr. Speaker, I have a communication through via letter and a reference extension of time to table report. And this letter is addressed to you from the Chairperson, Select Committee on Public Accounts and Investment. The Select Committee on County Public Accounts and Investments seeks an extension of time to table the report of the Auditor General on the financial statements on MEWAS registered trustees for the year ended 30th June 2020. The committee is yet to consider the report due to logistical issues and therefore not through with the report compilation. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, we are requesting that we table this report on the 14th of March 2023 during the afternoon sitting. Our consideration will be highly appreciated. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Kidenje-Daiba. Indeed, the office of the Speaker is in receipt of the letter requesting for the extension of time that is up to 14th March 2022. And I'm bearing in mind that the Assembly will be back in February. Then by that time, the 14th of March, then please ensure that the report is ready. So clerk, we can have that extension up to 14th March 2022. Then and we have the next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion as listed in the affidavit.
Thank you, honourable members. As per today, we have 2 notices of motions to be issued before the House. One is by Honourable Kiogora Gucookia, followed by the leader of majority, Honourable Evans Mawira Karia. Now I'll allow Honourable Kiogora, Honourable Kiogora, to take the floor and give the notice of motion. Honourable Kiogora.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Kiogora Gucookia, a member of County Assembly representing Abogeta West and Chief Whip of the Minority Party. I beg Mr. Speaker to use the debating table to give the notice of motion.
You are allowed, Honourable DMK Kiogora.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Take notice that pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order number 65 to 65-2, I, Honorable Dennis Kiogora DMK, a member of County Assembly of Meru, representing Abogeta West Ward and the Minority Chief Whip, proposes to move the following motion in the County Assembly of Meru. Whereas Articles 10 of the Constitution, Section 3 and 16 of the Leadership and Integrity Act 2012, and Sections 9, 10, and 12 of the Public Officer Ethics Act of 2003, establish, among others, the rule of law, democracy, human dignity, courtesy, respect, social justice, inclusiveness, equality, human rights, probity, professionalism, non-discrimination, protection of the marginalized, good governance, transparency, and accountability as part of the national values and principles of governance. Articles 10, 73, and 75 of the Constitution require state officers at all times, whether in public or private life, to behave in a manner that, among other things, 1, brings honor to the nation and dignity of that office, that a state officer holds, ensures decisions are not influenced by nepotism, favorism, or other improper motives. 3, demonstrates discipline and commitment in service to the people. And number 4, avoids demeaning the office that a state officer holds. Articles 10, 232, 235, and 236 of the Constitution, and Sections 59, 59A, 60, 62, 63, 64, and 65 of the County Governments Act 2012 provide for the values and principles of public service and establish an elaborate framework for the establishment of county public offices and the recruitment, employment, and dismissal of county public officers. Article 181 of the Constitution, Section 33 of the County Governments Act, and Standing Order number 65 of the Standing Orders of the County Assembly provide for the impeachment of county governors for, among other things, 1, gross violation of the Constitution, 2, gross violation of any other law, 2, 3, abuse of office, and 4, gross misconduct. The governor has engaged in multiple discreditable acts that severally and collectively amount to gross violation of the Constitution, gross violation of various national and county laws, gross abuse of various laws, abuse of office, and gross misconduct. The discreditable acts have exposed the office of the governor, the assembly, and the leadership of the people of Meru County, and its leadership in the Meru County to national shame, embarrassment, ridicule, and disrepute. The discreditable acts have created a toxic environment in which the governor cannot be legitimately expected or relied upon to work harmoniously with the staff and elected leaders at the national and county levels of government. And the governor's continued stay in office under the prevailing toxic environment will inevitably undermine effective and efficient service delivery and thus hurt the interest of the people of Meru County. The Assembly therefore resolves to impeach the governor under Article 181 of the Constitution, Section 33 of the County Governments Act, and Standing Order number 65 of the Standing Orders of the Assembly on the following grounds. Number 1, nepotism, illegal appointments, unlawful dismissals, and usurpation of the Constitution and statutory functions of county organs. Appointment of husband to county offices. On or around the 30th September 2022, the governor engaged in 1, gross misconduct, 2, grossly violated Articles 10, 232, 235, and 236 of the Constitution, grossly violated Section 17 of the Public Officer Ethics Act, grossly violated Sections 55, 59, 59A, 60, 62, 63, 64, and 65 of the County Governments Act, grossly violated Section 6 and 11 of the Meru County Youth Service Act 2018, and grossly violated Section 4 of the Public Appointments County Assembly's Approval Act of 2017 by appointing a husband to the non-existent position of the patron of the Meru Youth Service before conducting a transparent and competitive recruitment process. 2, appointing a husband to the non-existent position of the Meru Hustlers Ambassador before conducting a transparent and competitive recruitment process. disregarding the criteria for the establishment of offices within the county public service. B, failing to submit the husband's name for approval by the assembly before making the impact appointments. Reappointing 5, reappointing Rufus Mireti as the county secretary without the approval of the assembly. Appointing the foreign unqualified persons to hold county offices without undertaking a transparent and competitive recruitment process. Monene Samaritan as Director of Special Programs, Ernest Mutembe as Director Monitoring and Evaluation, Henry Muzungu as Director Administration, and Hilary Sandi as Director of Communications. Number 7, usurping or trashing the constitutional and statutory functions of the Assembly, the Meru County Public Service Board hearing referred to as the Meru CPSB, and the Meru County Youth Service Board. Evidence of the governor's gross misconduct, gross violation of Articles 10, 232, 235, and 236 of the Constitution, gross violation of Section 17 of the Public Officer Ethics Act, gross violation of Sections 55, 59, 59A, 60, 62, 63, 64, and 65 of the County Governments Act, and gross violation of Section 6 and 11 of the Meru County Youth Service Act of 2018, and gross violation of Section 4 of the Public Appointments County Assemblies Approval Act of 2017 is set in the videos saved as Annex 2, appointment of the husband, Annex 3, appointment of Rufus Mireti, and Annex 4, appointment of Hilary Sandi in the flash disk drive presented here in with. The transcripts through translation of these videos are attached as Annex 2A, Annex 3A, Annex 4A to the affidavit sworn by me, Dennis Kawira DMK, on the 21st of November 2022 in support of this motion. The affidavit in support of the motion is hereby attached. Further, evidence of the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission letter dated 19th October 2022 and a screenshot from the governor's Facebook page, respectively attached as Annex 5 and Annex 5A to the affidavit in support of the motion. Roadside appointment of county workers at Mau. On or around 22nd September 2022, the governor grossly violated Articles 10, 232, 235, and 236 of the Constitution, and grossly violated Sections 55, 59, 59A, 60, 62, 63, 64, and 65 of the County Governments Act by appointing firefighters at a public area at Timau in misguided and unsustainable populism before conducting a transparent and competitive recruitment process. Subjecting potential applicants for county jobs to public humiliation by converting the ground at the public area as the advertising, recruiting, shortlisting, and appointing authority, and usurping and trashing exclusive constitutional and statutory mandates and functions of the Meru County Public Service Board. Evidence of the governor's gross misconduct, gross violation of Articles 10, 232, 235, and 236 of the Constitution, 55, 59, 59A, 60, 62, 63, 64, and 65 of the Meru County Governments Act is set in the video annex saved as Annex 6 in the flash drive presented here with the motion. The transcript stroke translation of the video is attached as Annex 6A to the affidavit of the motion. Roadside appointment of Meru County workers at Nkobo. On or around the 9th September 2022, the governor engaged in gross misconduct, gross violation of Articles 10, 232, 235, and 236 of the Constitution, and grossly violating Sections 55, 59A, 59, 59A, 60, 62, 63, 64, and 65 of the County Governments Act by appointing market guns at a public area at Nkobo in misguided and unsustainable populism before conducting a transparent and competitive recruitment process, and usurping the exclusive constitutional and statutory functions and mandates of the Meru County Public Service Board. Evidence of the governor's gross misconduct, gross violation of Articles 10, 232, 235, and 236 of the Constitution, and the gross violations of Sections 55, 59, 59A, 60, 62, 63, 64, and 65 of the County Governments Act is set in the video saved as Annex 7 in the flash drive presented here. The transcript stroke translation of the video is attached as Annex 7A of the, to the affidavit in support of this motion. road sign appointment of county workers at Kianjai. On or around the 9th September 2022, the governor engaged in 1. Gross misconduct, gross violation of Articles 10, 232, 235, and 236 of the Constitution, and gross violation of Sections 55, 59A, 59, 59A, 60, 62, 63, 64, and 65 of the County